Hey guys, welcome back to another episode on the channel. So today we have a Q&A style video. So I did a poll or an Ask Me Anything question on my Instagram, which I can link up here. So that's Barks_training. That's where I do a lot of my Ask Me Anything polls, interaction, with the people that follow my content and everything. So today we have 5 or 6 questions that I'm going to be going through. Hopefully in the future we can get a few more questions in. I'd like to ideally have, let's say, about 10 per video. So I'm very happy. Thank you to all those who participated, and we'll get right into it. So the first question was, what do you enjoy most about being a trainer? And when I first saw this one, I was super pumped, really happy that someone asked this because obviously I'm super passionate about being a trainer. The best thing is I love being healthy and active and fit, and I also love kids. So it's a great combination of both, and teaching them how to do proper technique and form, and just sharing all my knowledge that I've learned over the years with them. It's also very rewarding, whenever they have an achievement or anything, they make the next level of the sport that they're playing, or they have the most successful season they've ever had. I feel like I'm a small helping hand in the process of them and their achievements. So I get really excited, really happy, and really proud of all of my athletes for everything that they do. And also just being there for them, even when things are going good, when things aren't going good, I can help them turn things around and make sure that they're doing things that they can control, like training, watching their nutrition, and all that good stuff. So there's lots of reasons why I love being a trainer, and I know that was the first question, what do I enjoy most? But I had to give a couple other things there. So that's what I really like about it. So the next question was, why did I choose the dog as your logo? And so, funny enough, when I first, started doing this stuff, growing up, with the last name McConnell-Barker, being on a hockey team, my nickname was Barks growing up, as well as all my brothers. And so I guess, Barks, I thought was a cool nickname. And so when I started to do the logo, I thought, putting a dog in the logo would be a cool thing because they kind of go together. So that's kind of just what went into that. There wasn't anything too serious, just a nickname that I had growing up. And then Barks and, a dog or a pit bull, that kind of thing I felt like went together nicely. And I wanted the Barks name for me and my brothers to be in the business in some sort of way, since they were a big reason, my younger brothers were a big reason why I started up doing what I was doing. So it's just nice to have our name involved in the business. So I had 2 questions that were pretty similar, and they were something like, what can I give advice to for people to stay motivated in the gym? And then another one, nutrition-wise. So I'm gonna start first off just by saying that I do enjoy going to the gym, and that part of it is easy for me, going to the gym and working out. I just enjoy how I feel, as well as the environment in the gym, seeing people working hard, talking to people there that have similar goals, similar interests. I really enjoy it. But I will say I am not motivated every single day to go to the gym. Some days, we're tired, didn't get a good sleep last night, didn't eat that much, we're dehydrated, going through things, relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, things are going on. Your mind's not always on, I got to go to the gym today. But one thing that has helped me is making it a routine. So no matter what's going on in my life, I say I'm going to the gym today no matter what. And so I go to a gym called Forest City Fitness. They're 24/7, so that kind of gives me some, what's the word I'm looking for? Lenience. So let's say, I haven't gone to the gym and it's 11 p.m. You might think I'm a little crazy, but I'll go to the gym at 11 p.m. I'll go to the gym at 5 a.m. As long as I'm getting it in, that's what's most important. So what I would say is it's not so much about having the motivation to go, it's more so about having a routine, saying I'm training 3 times a week, and no matter what happens, I'm getting in the gym 3 times a week. Obviously, I'm like, if something really serious comes up or you're feeling really sick, whatever the case may be, I'm not saying, you can't take days off, but what's really helped me is I've been consistent, made it a routine, and made sure that no matter what's going on, I've made it a priority. So building off of the last question, it was, how do I stay motivated to keep up with my nutrition? So For this other side, nutrition has been tough for me. Like most people, I really enjoy my food. I could eat all day long. I love chocolate, snacks. Granola bars are my weakness. I could have like 30 of them. And it's just like, oh, it's just a little granola bar. And then, I'm 5 or 6 later and it's like, wow, that was, 700, 800 calories. But anyways, I think the times that I've been most successful with my nutrition is when I've had 3 or 4, 5 meals that I just stick to because they're easy to make. I know the amount of calories in there. I know that they taste good. It takes time to prep your meals and make them, but I would suggest spending one day a week, let's say Sunday, prepping your most of your meals for the week. That's going to go a long way. It's just a matter of doing it. So being consistent, having the same meals every day makes it a bit easier. Obviously, supplementing some things in if you're getting bored, that sort of thing. But for me, obviously, nutrition, it's tougher because we all love food, and not everyone loves to cook. So that also goes into play. It takes up time. So if you want to make a priority, you got to dedicate some time to meal prep and all those other things that I just said earlier. And then I got a question about cardio. So this was a cool question because then I could go into a little bit more detail about how to train and that sort of thing. So the question, as you can see, has they do jujitsu and they do this sparring. I think it said it was 6 minutes of sparring, 1 minute rest. So yeah, I just checked. 6 minutes on, 1 minute off is they're wrestling, sparring, very demanding. Yes, that would take a lot out of you going all out against another opponent trying to tackle you, bring you down, and you're doing the same thing. That would be extremely tiring. I tried jujitsu for a little bit when I was younger and retired pretty quickly when a girl 3 years younger than me took me down from the whole studio in my first session. And then my, 12-year-old ego got in the way and I couldn't be seen there again. So I stopped going. I kind of laugh at what happened as well as how I reacted to that situation back in the day. But we were all kids at one point. But what I will say for training for this instance, and then I'll go about, what you should do for, whatever sport you're playing. So my recommendation is obviously you can't be sparring every single day. It's just going to be too demanding on your body. What I will say is that you should be training cardio the same way that you would be performing cardio in your sport. So what I mean by that is if, let's say, you're doing 5 rounds of jiu-jitsu. I'm not sure how many rounds it is, but if you're in jiu-jitsu, so you'll be able to do that yourself. But let's say you have 5 rounds, 6 minutes, all out, 1 minute rest. So then you will be going on a bike, treadmill, go for a run, elliptical, kind of choose whatever you like to do and do that for 6 minutes as hard as you can. And then you take your 1 minute rest and you do that 5 rounds. That's going to train you the exact same way that you're going to be performing your sport without having that demand of someone wrestling you and tackling you down and hurting, your joints and your muscles and your bones and all that stuff. But you can still keep your cardio up. As well, obviously for jiu-jitsu, shadow jiu-jitsu or some moves that you can be doing, and you could do that for 6 minutes just, by yourself. If that's not an option, I'm not sure. But you get the point. Train the same way that you would be, performing it in your sports. So, and for instance, for other sports, let's say you play hockey and your shifts are 45 seconds, doing a 45-second hard on the bike, and then you rest for 1.5, 2 minutes, however long, your rest times are. You're playing in your sport. Obviously, that requires a lot of time. It's a big commitment to be able to train that way. So, yeah, but that's the best way that you can train your cardio without having, the same demand as your sport requires. Obviously, if you're playing hockey, playing in a game is going to be the best thing for your cardio, except you can only play so many games in the year without your body, feeling like it's destroyed because you're getting checked. There's so many other things going on. It's a tough sport, much like many of the other ones out there, but that was my recommendation. And the last one is what has been the key factor, key contributor to me and my success in the gym. And kind of going off of the last point about, the motivation, I've just been consistent. I've showed up, push, pull legs, rest, push, pull legs, that's the split that I really enjoy the most. So that's, 6 out of the 8 days in the week. So it's a pretty big time commitment to spend in the gym. However, sometimes when I get really busy with work in the summer, I usually do 4 times a week, and I do a lower upper, rest, lower upper, and then 2 rest days before I repeat that cycle all over again. So I've been consistent. I've always made it a priority to go to the gym. And the second thing I'll say is my work ethic. When you're passionate about something, obviously you're going to work harder at it. It makes it easier to work hard. But when I'm in the gym, pushing myself really hard, I'm being smarter, not lifting, ego lifting. That doesn't mean lifting heavier doesn't always mean harder. There's other ways that you can make exercises harder in terms of your time under tension, adding pauses, drop sets, that sort of thing. So I definitely incorporated lots of those in my workout. Hard work, consistency can take you a long way, as well as, gradually over the years, learning how to structure my program accordingly. That's helped out a lot as well. And I definitely think, playing a sport, being surrounded in that environment with everyone trying to, push to be better, has kind of given me that mindset moving past, my sport playing days competitively to now when I'm in the gym. I'm always trying to push to be better. And if I'm not giving 100%, it just doesn't feel right to me. Obviously, there's some days when you need to, take it back a notch. Sometimes you need to take a whole week off from the gym, a little deload week, or keep it light. But for the most part, I am pushing myself 110% in the gym. And I think that's been a big contributor of, my success that I've had so far. I also have a lot of more room for improvement with form. Even though I've been doing it a long time, you can always fix things, learn new things, try things out, as well as I want to be stronger, get leaner, all that good stuff. So I still have lots more work to do, but I'm looking forward to it. So that's going to wrap up the Q&A video. Again, thank you so much for those who participated in the poll. I hope, you guys that asked questions got some answers that you wanted answers to. If not, obviously you can just contact me directly on my Instagram or YouTube or wherever. Very happy to answer any questions. I'm looking forward to doing some more stuff in the future, and we have some good videos coming up along the way, so stay tuned for that. If you like this video, you can like, comment, share, subscribe, everything that all these YouTubers say nowadays. Again, I appreciate the support on all the videos. It means a lot to me, and enjoy the rest of your day whenever you're watching this.